Hello, welcome back to the channel. Day 3 of the videos on the Daystate Blackwolf. So today I was at the range again. I couldn't really record whilst I was there because of mainly other participants around. Also we had a couple of experiences in at the same time of juniors, so it wasn't really appropriate for me to film. So I thought I would obviously do this little video this evening just to show some of the targets that I shot and show some group sizing, because I did go through a few bits of different pellets. This was done at 20 yards, and I also did send some outside at 25 meters, because I was doing preparation for my Benchrest GB postal competition card, which I did end up shooting, and we'll go through that at the end of the video. And I will say the Blackwolf has been very impressive and has massive potential, and I've been really enjoying it because I do see this as a future World Championship winning gun in competition. So, just bear me a second and let's get set up for showing you these targets. Okay, so just to explain, start off with the equipment I was using. So, obviously the Daystate Blackwolf was not shooting, start off with any moderator on this, and rather than what I was using to record some footage yesterday, I switched from the D&T Zulus across to a more traditional scope, which is the MTC King Cobra 6-24 in first focal plane. As you may have seen from yesterday, I did put an M-Lock Picatinny rail onto here, which enabled with a spigot to use my Spartan Valhalla bipod. And I was shooting this supported by a rear bag at the back. Now the only other difference in these grouping and shooting is I was using something that was given to me by Soren Drost. You may see on some of the groups Daystate as well, and it is a Manu loader, which is a single shot rotisserie magazine where you literally pellets in with no spring tension. I was using this, try it out mostly. Very nice piving. So let me just put this to one side and then get the targets out and let's have a look at them. Okay, so just to explain these targets. First two cards I'm going to show you have 5 different pellets tried on each, and you have 5 shot groups on 5 targets. So 25 shots of each pellet, just to give it a good contention. These were shot at 20 yards indoors, purely so I could get a good comprehension of the rifle of what pellets it was actually liking. So to start off with, we have the Rangemaster Sovereigns, an 8.44. Now, I did have this ready to show these groups. As I think we can see, these are all going to be under half-inch groups, very nice and tidy. So on these Sovereigns, you can see very nice grouping. That is 5 shots through there. A little bit of a spread there, but very good consistency with these. What I will say is I also zeroed the rifle to these Sovereigns. I then just shot for groups rather than precision to get a good understanding. I did not change the zero between these pellets because that would have just taken a bit of time to do that, and as I said, I was shooting for groups, not pinpoint accuracy. So moving on to the next one, we have Sovereign Hunter. This is a pellet that all my guns from Daystate I've liked before, and they're slightly heavier in 10.33. Although the grouping wasn't the best on these, as you can see, still very nice. But it's equally something that I think I might have to tune the rifle a bit, because I know that some of my rifles do shoot these well, but they do in a little bit of a slower speed at times. Moving on to the next, we have JSB Diablo shorts, 4.52 and weigh 8.44 grains. Now these will be making another appearance later in this video, but they shot very nicely. Next up, Barracuda FTs, which are 9.57, and these are the 450s. Again, normally very popular pellet for my guns, and the Blackwolf was no different. So, again, you can see, very nice across the board. Next we have H&N Barracuda 8s. Again, these ones, rather good consistency. Did spread a little bit, but overall rather good. These are definitely pellets that I know that my both Red Wolf and Alpha Wolf like. However, they are one that I would say doesn't normally shoot well past 30 yards. So, either way, that was a very nice start. Now, next card. We have, starting off with QYS domed for 8.48. Shooting very nicely. Oh, I've actually get the camera in the right place. Sorry, there we go. So domes, very nice. Next up, QYS domed heavies. And the heavies are 9.56. And did spread up a little bit, but overall, I'd say not too bad. Then we have QYS Streamlines. Yep, QYS Streamlines 8.48. I should say all of these QYS pellets are their 4.50 variants. So Streamlines, very nice and tidy, and probably the best of the QYSs that I tried today. Fortunately, I don't have any of the heavy ones at the moment. And they were streamlined, I would have tried those as well. Moving on, we've got the Rangemaster Kaisers. These are an 8.64 grain pellets, and these are in 4.51. And very nice and tidy, to be fair. Something I might try a little bit further in the future. And then the obligatory, just the more I had more of these than some of the others, I did try the JSB Knockout Slugs in 10.03 grain. And these, I can't actually remember what they are. They're 4.51. There we go. So, nothing to range about for precision in how they are. So it's not something I would use competitively. But in fairness, it didn't not like them. But I just use card, half. Still technically half. Get a little bit bigger. So, yeah, overall, it's not one that I'd use for precision, but maybe for some short range pest control, it might be something that's viable. Okay. Now, this is where a little change happened, because I really narrowed it down to a few pellets that the gun was really liking. So we've got Sovereigns, Sovereign Hunters, Exacts, and the FTs are kind of where I thought, other than the Kaisers, that was kind of what the gun was really preferring. Because even though I got some nice groups, say with the QYSs, I mean the Sovereigns, here, definitely, and the shorts, you can see, are very nice groups. So the change I made here was I'd been shooting the Black Wolf without a moderator or anything, so I decided to add the 0dB Advanced Target Tuner with an extension module, and then for the next targets I had a little bit of a play with this, and it did make a few differences. So just bear with me a second. Okay, so then I just moved on because I was intending to shoot my Benchrest cards a bit today if I could, to doing a bit more single shots. Now, these three columns are with the JSB Diablo Exact Short, and the other three on the other side are with the Sovereigns 8.4. So both 8.44, and they are, obviously people do know this range master is a Daystate branded pellet, but it is of JSB design. These are just slightly different here because they are short, slightly different skirt to them, but they are very similar pellets. So as you can see from here on single shot, they shot very similar to each other. I think you can see some very good consistency by both. But this is where I was thinking the short was showing a little bit better consistency. Nothing to say anything about these, as honestly I can't complain about this card in the slightest if I was shooting it. But overall, it's just where I thought a little bit more consistent came out of the short. So, moving on from there, I then shot a few Benchrest cards. This was outdoors at 25 meters. First up, this is a card that I scored 241 with 7 X's. As you can see, it was shooting, and this is to say it was outdoors, actually rather well. And this is where I was getting a bit more confident in getting used to the rifle, and was happy with these results. And then did another one of these. Scored slightly better, a 245 with 7 X's. And you can see, again, this is good. And I'm happy about this. You can see, outdoors, a bit breezy. Nothing like the video from yesterday, but it was actually rather good. So then I decided, because I know a few days till of shooting that I can possibly attend before the end of the month, that I was actually going to shoot my actual Benchrest GB postal cards with the Blackwolf. And you'll see here I'm very happy with this one, as it was a 246 with an 11 X's. So it ended up being the best one I shot of the day, and it has been signed and witnessed. So I'm very happy about this card. It was a bit gusty, but I think that could have been a bit of me. But very happy with this result. As you can see. So I'm very happy about this score. As this was a competition I was originally going to enter with my I've entered with the Blackwolf. I was originally going to enter on the Red Wolf, and that's why I'm in the heavy class. But it did time well that I was able to get the Blackwolf, and that's now what I'm going to be using for this competition. Although I may see if I can sign up with both. But I ended up being very confident in the Blackwolf. So that would be the cards from today. Just bear with me a second and have a bit of a conclusions. So from the last 2 days of shooting, I'm going to say that the Daystate Blackwolf, in my honest opinion, has massive positive potential. I still haven't shot it that much, but what I will say from my initial impressions, I really think that this rifle and platform is absolutely fantastic, and I really do see it for many people in future competitions as a competition winning rifle and platform. So massive credit to everyone involved in the design and making of this rifle. It is absolutely amazing. I look forward to shooting it even more, getting used to it even more, and I will enter it with competitions myself, as I'm very happy to be an owner in one of these. So, thank you everyone for watching. Now, I won't be posting for a few days, as now, following the show and this little bit of content, I do have to return to normality and do a little bit of work as well. But if you ever have any questions, please reach out. Always happy to help people and answer anything. If you want to see anything in specific in regards to this rifle or anything else, please let me know in the comments. I'm very happy for the reception that I've had to all my Blackwolf videos. I thank the support. I also thank all of the suggestions and even everyone that subscribed as well. It's been massively appreciative, and I do respect and like you all. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.